Arrival of Singapore's third Prime Minister to the float of Marina Bay for this year's National Day Parade 2022. The crowd waving their flags. They're taking the oath of office July 27, 2020, after winning the general election July the 10th, held during the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Lee was sworn in for his 9th term of office.
Now this is Mr. Lee's 18th year attending the National Day Parade as Prime Minister. And the song here in the background typically accompanies his arrival. It's the voice of Karine May singing Song for Singapore. The song first commissioned as the official theme for the 2010 National Day Parade. Now this is Mr. Lee's 18th year attending the National Day Parade as Prime Minister. And the song here in the background typically accompanies his arrival. It's the voice of Karine May singing Song for Singapore. This is Mr. Lee's 18th year attending the National Day Parade as Prime Minister. And the song here in the background typically accompanies his arrival. It's the voice of Karine May singing Song for Singapore. This is Mr. Lee's 18th year attending the National Day Parade as Prime Minister.
Look to your right as intruders on jet skis enter Marina Bay. Closing in fast on the intruders of the combatant craft medium vessels of the Republic of Singapore Navy. These highly maneuverable craft can quickly execute changes of direction while chasing down intruders at high speed. Working closely with the police coast guard, the Republic of Singapore Navy watches over our waters 24/7, keeping our maritime lifelines safe and secure. Watch as they give chase and apprehend the intruders. Look to your right as intruders on jet skis enter Marina Bay. Closing in fast on the intruders are the combatant craft medium vessels from the Republic of Singapore Navy. These highly maneuverable craft can quickly execute changes of direction while chasing down intruders at high speed. Working closely with the police coast guard, the Republic of Singapore Navy watches over our waters 24/7, keeping our maritime lifelines safe and secure. Watch as they give chase and apprehend the intruders.
Republic of Singapore Navy to Task Force Commander. Intruders neutralized.
Roger that. Good work. will receive new orders to defend our homeland from further aggression. Republic of Singapore Navy, stand by to insert naval divers into the area of operations.
Roger. Inserting naval divers into the area of operations.
Coming in fast into the Marina Bay is the CH-47F heavy-lift helicopter from the Republic of Singapore Air Force. With advanced avionics and improved cargo handling capabilities, the CH-47F provides the SAF with a robust lift capability for a wide range of operations. The pilot is flying with great precision, hovering just 3 meters above the waters to execute the helocast operation. Elite frogmen, our naval divers, are trained for maritime special operations, including underwater security operations, underwater explosive ordnance disposal, and maritime counterterrorism. The naval divers are now infiltrating the area of operations. Ladies and gentlemen, watch as our naval divers make their re-entry from the stage in front of you. True to the motto of the Naval Diving Unit, nothing stands in their way.
Republic of Singapore Air Force, this is Task Force Commander. Stand by to secure the airspace above the area of operations.
Roger. Scramble F-16 to secure airspace.
Look to the skies as we see 4 F-16s from the Republic of Singapore Air Force approach Marina Bay. Our F-16s will
conduct precision strikes in the area of operations.
Roger. High mobility artillery rocket system ready for deployment.
On the promenade in front of you is the High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, also known as the HIMARS. With its precise firepower and enhanced responsiveness, the HIMARS is capable of engaging multiple targets on the battlefield. Watch as our HIMARS simulate the execution of a long-range precision strike.
Republic of Singapore Air Force, this is Task Force Commander. Stand by to conduct airstrikes.
Roger. Fighters en route. Time over target. ETA 10 seconds.
Look to the skies as our F-16s reappear above us. This time, the pair of F-16s will simulate a bombing run over the Marina Bay area. Watch as they showcase their maneuverability by executing a high-G combat turn. Two F-16s will now simulate the exit from the bombing run by executing a vertical climb. Also their way of wishing Singapore continued progress and prosperity above all! Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left as two AH-64D Apache Longbow helicopters are about to approach the Marina Bay airspace. The Apaches are one of the most formidable attack helicopters with a wide array of weapon systems. Equipped with an advanced targeting system, the Apache can outsee, outmaneuver, and outshoot their adversaries in day and night conditions. Watch them showcase their aerial agility as they perform the Apache Combat Attack Maneuver, simulating an attack on their targets. Following closely on land are our Leopard 2 SG main battle tanks. In operations, our Apaches and Leopard 2 SGs work hand in hand to detect and destroy a wide range of land targets. Our L2 SGs will now perform an assault on their objectives. Entering from the left of the promenade are our Hunter armored fighting vehicles. The Hunter is Singapore's first fully digitalized platform and is designed to provide our armored forces with enhanced capabilities to operate more effectively on the battlefield. The variants you see in front of you are equipped with anti-tank guided missiles capable of taking out other armored threats. Watch as they will now demonstrate their firepower. Entering the promenade are the Terex infantry carrier vehicles. These vehicles provide infantry forces with enhanced protection, mobility, and firepower in the battlefield. Watch as our infantry troopers exit their vehicles. Keep your eyes on them as they move out the gallery in a tactical formation, simulating the securing of an objective. Infantry troopers are equipped with the SAR-21 assault rifle and are wearing the new load-bearing system. The load-bearing system is a modular load-bearing and protection vest designed for better heat dissipation to allow our soldiers to be more effective on the battlefield. Entering from both sides of the promenade are our light strike vehicles. Watch as these highly maneuverable vehicles perform a high-speed crisscross maneuver in front of you. In addition to their mobility, the light strike vehicles are also equipped with weapon systems to destroy enemy targets. Watch as they will now simulate the firing of their anti-tank weapon systems. Always ready, ready to strike.
Sir, all threats neutralized. Mission accomplished.
Good job, thank you.
Thrilling display. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the NDP 22 Parade and Ceremony segment. This year, we welcome back the military tattoo and marching contingents from the various uniformed groups and the social and economic groups. Kick-starting the segment is the military tattoo led by band conductor, military expert 5 Stephen Tan Ek Kee, and band drum major military expert 2 Mohammed Hafiz bin Amron, and senior staff sergeant Mohammed Faisal Banjui. The military tattoo is formed by the combined band from the SAF and SPF bands. The virtual marching bands you will see on the screen are formed by students from Yishun Town Secondary School, Swiss Cottage Secondary School, Yu Ying Secondary School, and Bukit Panjang Government High School. And the virtual choir is formed by students from Fuhua Secondary School and Kent Ridge Secondary School. Also joining the performance is the SAF Silent Precision Drill Squad.
Some 1,300 participants from 36 virtual and physical contingents make up this year's parade and ceremony. And Kicking things off is the Military Tattoo. You're gonna hear them perform some familiar tunes this evening. Let's see how many you can recognize. And contributing to those numbers, the return of the physical youth, social and economic contingents.
As if performing and playing in tune together weren't enough of a job, John, the band beginning to form up the outline of the Heartlands. Also turn your attention to the screens, the large screens at the back of this stage, this mammoth stage. Part of the novelty of this stage setup is the multimedia aspect of it. There is the virtual band there joining in as well.
The voices now of a virtual choir formed by students from Fuhua Secondary School and Kent Ridge Secondary School. The combined band transforming to show the words of I love SG and home, signifying the love of our nation, a place we call home.
If there's one thing to look forward to at the NDP, John, it is the precision and dexterity of the Silent Precision Drill Squad of the Singapore Armed Forces Military Police Command. This team is known for tossing their rifles, doing those quick rotations, confident hand movements. You just saw that just now, a popular crowd favorite.
And if you look closely at the screens behind the stage, you can see students of the virtual band forming the words NDP 22. The skills and talents of performers in this combined military band perfectly underscores the strength of our nation.
The Parade Regimental Sergeant Major for National Day Parade 2022 is Master Warrant Officer Kelly Yeo Kai Kiet, Brigade Sergeant Major, 5th Singapore Infantry Brigade. The Parade Regimental Sergeant Major will now call in the parade.
Boys! Steady! Yeah! 住了，三家到，baik, dari kiri dan kanan, cepat jalan.
Marching in from both sides are the 3 SAF contingents from the Army, Navy and Air Force, together with the Singapore Police Force and the Singapore Civil Defence Force.
Joining the march in on stage now, our social and economic groups, followed by contingents from a number of our uniformed youth organizations.
used to connecting with co-workers and loved ones in cyberspace during the pandemic, meeting people virtually, it's become part of our new normal. And so also with us, we have the virtual contingents from the socio-economic sector standing shoulder to shoulder. And together they represent our resolve to defend our country.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander, accompanied by servicewomen from the Women Police Pipes and Drums from the Singapore Police Force Band, will now take over command of the parade from the Parade Regimental Sergeant Major.
The parade commander is taking charge of the parade right now from the Parade Regimental Sergeant Major. Today, the parade commander is Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Desmond Fu Yun Jie. He's accompanied by servicewomen from the Women Police Pipes and Drums from the Singapore Police Force Band. And they, of course, have been around since 1972. These musicians are also full-time police officers, and they performed not just in Singapore but overseas as well, including Indonesia, Japan, and Australia.
John, you mentioned 1972. Well, back then, the Women Police Pipes and Drums Band, it was formed with a pioneer group of just 30 women. And as you mentioned, they are known around the world for their talent and often invited for official occasions.
Kehormatan, masuk baris.
Sir.
Baris, hormat panji-panji. Hormat, senja. Ha.
Kawalan kehormatan dari kiri, cepat jalan.
Marching on to the stage now, 36 regimental colours. The colours party comprises ensigns who are commissioned officers. They are escorted by specialists or military experts. Colours Regimental Sergeant Major is Military Expert 3 Oh Kok Siong, Regimental Sergeant Major, 1st Combat Support Hospital.
Marching in now are the 3 state colours. The colours are escorted by the 4 Guard of Honour contingents. Those contingents today proudly formed by the Singapore Army, the Republic of Singapore Navy, the Republic of Singapore Air Force and the Singapore Police Force. You're looking at preparations now for the presidential gun salute to the right of the floating platform. We now see the soldiers from the 24th Battalion Singapore Artillery on board the M3G raft. It's moving into position to fire the salute. The raft is operated by the crew from the 35th Battalion Singapore Combat Engineers.
History for you about the meaning and significance of colours. They're awarded to units in recognition of their achievements in the field of combat, training, administrative efficiency and service.
Kawalan kehormatan, ke dalam lu, terus.
Kawalan kehormatan, pandang ke hadapan.
Kawalan kehormatan, hormat panji-panji, hormat senjata.
Baris Russo, senjata. Baris Senangde, free.
This year's parade also commemorates 55 years of national service. The parade is led by Parade Commander Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Desmond Fu Yun Chie, Commanding Officer 328 Singapore Combat Engineers. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade will now pay its compliments to our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong.
Baris Sede, Kia.
The Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Hsien Loong, there, making his way to the podium to receive the compliments from the parade. Last year, as he walked these steps, the Prime Minister, as well as most of those taking part in the parade, they'd been masked as part of pandemic safety measures. A very different sight today.
Hormat Perdana Menteri, hormat senjata. Baris Russo, senjata.
It's been just 4 months since the Prime Minister addressed the nation about the new normal in the battle against COVID-19. Now, even as we crest one wave, more challenges have emerged. The rising cost of living and increasingly complicated geopolitics both warranting mention in the PM's National Day message. But just as Singaporeans are stronger together during the pandemic, so too for the storms of tomorrow. The PM's expected to elaborate at the National Day rally.
Baris Senangde, free.
Next, let's welcome the virtual choir comprising performers from SG Enable, Voices of Singapore Children's Choir, Boon Lay Secondary School Choir, Manjusri Secondary School Choir, the Graduate Singers, and the Combined Special Education Choir. They will perform the National Day 2022 theme song, Stronger Together. Ladies and gentlemen, let us show our appreciation to the performers of the virtual choir by giving them this huge round of applause.
Boris! Steady! Here!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the arrival of our President, Madam Halima Yacob.
President Halima Yacob arrives for the grand occasion in traditional red and white, the colors of Singapore. It's the 5th time she's attended this event as Singapore's president. She is also the first female president in Singapore's history.
Boris! Hormat, President! Hormat! Senja! Ha! Senja! Ha!
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching show center are 5 F-16s from the Republic of Singapore Air Force, led by Commanding Officer 140 Squadron, Senior Lieutenant Colonel Lee Mei Yi, the first female fighter pilot to lead the salute to the nation. Here's her message for Singapore.
Good to see you, Singapore. Happy 57th birthday. Majula.
Now get ready for a spectacular bomb burst in a salute to the nation. And here they come!
Madam President, the parade is formed up and ready for inspection, ma'am.
Our President.
The President now getting ready to inspect the parade. And you hear there, as a mark of respect, the 25-pounder guns positioned on the M3G raft that is firing in salute to the president.
This is also known as the Presidential Gun Salute, the highest honor that can be conferred, normally reserved for the head of state. Now, the salute is fired from a weapon known as the 25-pounder. You can clearly hear, even at home, the power of those cannons. Each time they fire, it is loud. Fired from open waters to bring the action closer to the audience here. The salute honors the president in a formal way while she prepares to inspect the Guard of Honor contingents.
President stopping to speak to a soldier. It's a proud moment that this young man will not forget. No small feat to stand at attention for lengthy periods in this heat. These military men and women very familiar with the rigors of training and discipline.
The president's unhurried inspection of the troops is a courtesy that she bestows on the Guard of Honor, who has invited her to review the contingents. The tradition made more significant this year as we celebrate 55 years of national service. Since the introduction of NS back in 1967, generations of national servicemen have served with unwavering dedication, pride and strength to keep Singapore safe and strong. And families, employers and the public, they've all supported our national servicemen and women so that they can serve with peace of mind.
Those guns continuing to rock the floating platform. From the earliest times, people have used noise to express joy or to show honor, as seen in acts like the display of fireworks. And when modern artillery came along, it was then possible to do this in a more formal way.
That 25-pounder, John, it was named after the weight of the ammunition, in fact. That ammunition weighs about 11.34 kilos. That's about 25 pounds. The weight of the gun is just a minute 0.454 kilos. It's just gunpowder, really. The gun only fires blanks now. It's unable to lock ammo. The caliber of the 25-pounder is 87.6 millimeters, and that cannon, it's heavy, 1,800 kilograms in weight.
middle finger and the across the chin. Remember? 2017. And 2017, got one guy got one middle finger and the camera. I think he did a good going on.
Cheers and applause for President Halimah.
I think he just good.
And of course, during the pandemic, Madam Halimah, a steadfast supporter of our healthcare workers and caregivers, those were very well known. She's praised their resilience and tireless efforts, the most vulnerable among us.
The crowd waving, flags high, smiles from the crowd, and a good wave back from the president as well. What a sight to see. Singapore's diversity on show as well, John. Young and old, side by side, a rare chance for this crowd here, 25,000 people strong. A chance to get to see the president up close and in public for such a treasured national celebration.
Brother, people can take off mask. Can take off mask. Take off mask.
The Crown Honor will now execute the feu de joie, or fire of joy, to celebrate our nation's birthday.
Kawalan kehormatan akan tembak feu de joie. Isikan peluru. Tembak. Isikan.
Mana real ammo lah, just like fake.
Home.
There is no ammo.
Isikan lagi. Home.
Oh, they what? Is it reload? Oh, no, not reload. Are there no ammo inside?
Kawalan kehormatan.
You see, you can tell the magazine in this. Tell the mag.
Kawalan kehormatan. Russo senja. Ha.
Bro, imagine got one guy secretly put one ammo inside the magazine. Shoot for one. They shoot for one.
Madam President, may I have your permission to present a salute to our NS men, and thereafter march off the parade, ma'am.
Ma'am is like, yes, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our president will now take her seat.
No, but it's the Prime Minister doing more. He does sit down there with the neck. Singapore, nation strong and free, 1,000 sing in harmony.
Boris, senang deh. Free.
If it's not for this whole NDU experience, I wouldn't have as much resilience as I once had.
Going through a lot of tough trainings, there's always one person smiling.
That's so true. You do everything together. It's like a family.
It builds that bond that I know that I'm not the only one.
I see national service as a call to citizenship duty.
You have to understand the purpose that's very clear. Because if you don't know why you're doing this national service, then no amount of motivation can help.
Before we had Esther, it was you serving in NS. I was also serving in my capacity as a doctor. After having a baby, things really changed. Yeah, it definitely got difficult at times, especially with a newborn baby. And I was postpartum and needed to go back to.
Oh, this commentary.
I really learned
about them,
that
like...
we're all serving national service here.
Trust between the pilots and the ground crew is very important. We rely on seniors and the older generation to actually guide us and to train us to be better Air Force engineers.
The guy that launching me is most probably 20 years old NSF. When he launched me, my life actually depends on him. Without this trust, if this trust is broken, it's very difficult to get the job done.
We call it forging our tribe.
Yeah.
My mom wanted me to be a police officer. She actually wanted to work as a police officer, but she couldn't. I ended up going to the police, and that also fulfilled her ambitions through me. I enjoy what I do during my NS and reservist.
If he needs to go for the NS leave, this is something that we all have to support. Knowing that the next person is operational ready, that's very, very important to me. The moment they get activated, we have to let them go. We always will have somebody on standby to take over.
Sister Tini, thank you for finding people to cover my duties when I go for NS.
Thank you for serving the nation.
I'm not
When he
doing
got
anything.
the letter from CMPB that he's
I cannot
interested in
stop anything
SCDF,
now.
he was very happy because he wanted to be a firefighter. Slowly I guided him
using my iPhone,
all
bro.
about in SCDF. I'm very happy because it's a very meaningful NS appointment.
He's a role model to me because he shows some
No,
good
I mean,
example. I can look up to him. So every time when he at work busy, then go back home, he spend time with me, my family. I'm proud that you doing all this just for our family. I won't be like you actually.
I'm always by your side.
So, our SM partner present, thank you for this.
Paris! Sunday!
He gets Paris. Understand them again.
Ladies and gentlemen, in commemoration of NS55, we would like to invite all national servicemen, past and present, to please stand and receive a salute from the parade.
Oh, salute.
Standing up to receive a salute, standing up to receive the crowd's applause, but at its core, standing up for Singapore. What a moving show of appreciation for our national servicemen. And for the men standing up at home, we see you and we offer a deep thank you from us and the nation.
Hormat NS-men! Hormat! Senja! Ha!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Paris! Russo!
Is it Paris? You go Paris,
Ha! Kawalan kehormatan diam.
Diam.
Yang lain, julang senja. Ha!
I know. I know it's so Soviet.
Paris!
I really don't know why, but it's so Soviet.
Dalam masa cepat. Kawalan kehormatan dahulu. Kawalan kehormatan ke kanan. Yang lain ke kiri dan ke kanan po. Sing!
That's all outside, man. No aircon, no fan, no.
The Colours Party forming up for the march past with the 4 Guard of Honour contingents now. Colours have a long history. They date back to the 17th century. Some history for you about why colours have significance. They originated as a form of identification in battle. Unlike colours today, which bear a state or regimental crest, these early flags were rudimentary banners of a single colour, hence the term colours.
You know, colours became a source of morale and pride for soldiers. Men were inspired to keep fighting when they saw their flag flying high. And because of their symbolic importance, capturing an enemy's colours was considered a great honour, while losing one's colours was a severe humiliation. Hence, a group of soldiers, the Colours Party, was assigned to protect the colours whenever they were brought into battle.
John, today colours are no longer carried into battle, but they are still retained in modern armed forces. These are symbols of tradition and glory. Colours also bear the badges that commemorate the achievements of the regiment. The colours also help to promote cohesion, esprit de corps, and instill in the men of the unit a sense of pride and loyalty.
something.
And as the march past goes across the voting platform, it is
glory, man!
To stand in respect of the contingents, and also perhaps a show of appreciation for all the hard work that they've gone through in preparation of this National Day Parade. And leading the march past is the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Desmond Fu Yunjie. He's the commanding officer, 328 Singapore Combat Engineers. A lot of hard work has gone into this role today. The responsibility of leading the parade together with Master Warrant Officer Kelly Yo Kai Kien, Regimental Sergeant Major of the parade. Following behind, 36 regimental colours of the SAF together with the colours Regimental Sergeant Major, Military Expert 3 Oh Kong Siong.
And coming up is the Army Guard of Honor contingent formed by the men from the Best Combat Unit, 1st Commando Battalion, led by Contingent Commander Major Louis So. Marching just behind the 2nd Guard of Honor contingent is the Navy Guard of Honor contingent. It's formed by the men of the Naval Diving Unit, led by Contingent Commander Major Cheng Jinbun.
The 3rd Navy contingent is the Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent formed by the men from the Air Power Generation Command, led by Contingent Commander Major Benjamin Koh Su Meng. And finally, the 4th Guard of Honor contingent is the Singapore Police Force Training Command contingent, formed by the men and women from the Police Training Command. And they're led by Contingent Commander Deputy Superintendent of Police Raymond Chua.
You know his name? Raiden Chua.
A great view of the entire stage on your screens right now as the contingents begin to make their way to the promenade. Marching now, our uniformed services, formed by the Army, Navy, Singapore Police Force, and Singapore Civil Defence Force. First, we have the marching contingent formed by the Army, led by Captain Ryan Fu Shi Hao and Captain Xiao Jingyi.
Next are the contingents formed by the Republic of Singapore Navy, led by Military Expert 4 Kwek Hong Hai, and the Republic of Singapore Air Force, led by Captain Neo Chun Ting. Coming up, the contingents formed by the Singapore Police Force, led by Assistant Superintendent of Police Andy Lim Kian Wei, and the Singapore Civil Defence Force, led by Captain Elvin Su Guojie.
Following behind, the social and economic groups. First, the contingents from the National Trades Union Congress, led by Sanjeev Kumar Tiwari, and PAP PCF, led by Yip Hon Wei. Next up, the contingents formed by Sembcorp Industries Limited, led today by Valerie Koo, and Keppel Corporation by Max Hain.
Now, bro, imagine you're there, right? Open your PG around the right.
Close behind, the contingents formed by Singtel, led by Wong Wei Yong. And OSIM International Private Limited, led by Samuel Cheng Su Chu. Next up, the contingents formed by Grab Holdings, led by Iskandar Abdullah. And One Team Singapore, led by Christopher Chia K. Yong.
Following behind, the various uniform groups leading them are the contingents formed by the National Cadet Corps, Land and Sea, led by Cadet Lieutenant Darius Yang Kai Xiang. And for the National Cadet Corps, Land and Air, led by Cadet Captain Chia Chi Tiang.
And you saw there the contingents formed by St. John's Brigade, led by Corps Staff Officer Grade 5 Vincent Bong, and Singapore Red Cross Society, led by Cadet Officer Eric Lim Jia Ren. There you see NPCC, led by Honorary Inspector Siddiq Amshar Shalan. National Civil Defence Cadet Corps, led by Cadet Lieutenant Nazatul Amira Sarangan.
And next, the contingents formed by the Girls Brigade, led by Warrant Officer Ang Yipin. And Boys Brigade, led by Cadet Lieutenant Xiao Zhewei. Now, ending the contingents from the uniformed groups today are Scouts Association, led by Venture Scout Ignatius Lee and Girl Guides, led by young adult Patricia Iza Binti Abdul Rahman. Proud day for these young people.
Lastly, providing the marching music for this evening's parade is the Combined Band. And they're led by Band Conductor Military Expert 5, Stephen Tan Ek Ki. And Band Drum Major, Military Expert 2, Jash Chua Keng Hui. And there you see Senior Staff Sergeant Mohammed Faisal Bantui.
Mohammed Faisal. What? Right. No, it's alright. Nih, Uncle Raymond, Ibanez, Ibusen. Ini là đây, ai còn gì? Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next segment,
Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next segment of this year's National Day Parade, we would like to provide you an update on Red Lion 3rd Warrant Officer Jeffrey Heng. We have received word and confirmed that thankfully his condition is stable, alert, he is conscious, and he's currently receiving medical attention. Sir, if you're watching this right now, the entire nation, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Loud applause there for our fallen Red Lion. A speedy recovery
indeed. As part of this segment, pyrotechnics and blank ammunition will be used. Please remain seated.
multiple network intrusion attempts have been detected.
Oh, cyber defense.
This seems like a coordinated attack. Alert the agencies immediately. We must not let them into our system.
Most of the threats have been mitigated. However, one intrusion attempt may have been successful. We are still investigating.
Oh, police! What was that? The firefighter. Oh, wow! They put real fire. What big fire? Eh?
The emergency responders from the Singapore Civil Defence Force have arrived. Leading the response are the fast response bike and the light fire attack vehicle, also known as the Red Rhino. Swift and nimble, both vehicles are often first to arrive on scene during emergencies.
They're acting
commonly known as the fire engine. It is the backbone of our frontline response and rescue incidents. The emergency medical service have also arrived to attend to the casualty. The fire bikers trained as emergency medical technicians have started stabilizing the casualty. Concurrently, the ambulance crew are ready to evacuate the casualty. Using the Operational Medical Networks Informatics Integrator on board the ambulance, our paramedics are able to provide real-time updates of the casualty's condition to the hospital. All firefighting assets are now in position. Watch as they come together to extinguish the raging fire.
Yeah, join all the fight. Giving a bomb off.
A new threat is formed as a result of the fire. A hazardous gas leak has occurred. Emerging from the gallery are the unmanned firefighting machine and the pumper firefighting machine. Remotely operated, these machines allow our responders to contain the hazardous gas threat from a safe distance. Look to your right, arriving on scene are the hazmat mitigation vehicle and the utility buggy. The hazmat mitigation vehicle transports our hazmat specialists and their equipment to the incident site, while the buggy enables swift evacuation of casualties.
What the hell?
The unmanned machines have started their operations to disperse the hazardous gas. Watch as our hazmat specialists tackle the gas threat. The gas leak has been successfully mitigated. Well done, SCDF.
You can do me, eh?
Guys, you got see this news about the active shooting in Singapore?
Active shooting?
Breaking news. Eyewitnesses have confirmed that a few gunmen have entered the building.
Whoa. Whoa.
At the time of the incident, multiple gunshots were heard around the area. We also have reports that at least 10 civilians were inside the building. Officers from the Singapore Police Force are responding. We will bring you more updates as the situation unfolds.
Whoa. Terrorist. Acting easy.
On hearing the gunshots, the in-situ reaction team IRT from the Singapore Police Force have been activated. While waiting for more reinforcements to arrive, the IRT negotiates with the hostage taker to stall for time. Arriving to reinforce the team from both sides of the promenade are the Ground Response Force and Emergency Response Team.
Damn.
The next tier of responders will now advance forward with a tactical assault. Watch as the Special Operations Command's arms
I think using aircraft.
the remaining gunmen.
Then use the horseshoe.
One of the gunmen has left behind a suspicious package.
Fake bomb. Imagine a real bomb.
Making its way into the promenade is the Remotely Operated Vehicle, or ROV, used by our Army's Explosive Ordnance Disposal Unit. Watch as the robot investigates and neutralizes the suspicious package.
What kind of suit is that?
The EOD operator has given the all-clear sign. The coast is clear. Please give the Singapore Police Force and the Singapore Army a big round of applause.
Come in. Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
This is breaking news.
Based on what experts described as how perfect concern are the...
Whoa. This is a simulation.
Officers are responding.
Entering the promenade is a combined task force comprising the Rapid Deployment Troops and Fast Response Car,
these are our police force,
and the Peacekeeper Response Vehicles from the Army Deployment Force. They have been activated to block the hijackers from proceeding further. Turn to your right as the hijacked bus races onto the promenade. Coming in hot pursuit, our elite troopers from the Special Operations Task Force. You may want to cover your ears as they're about to make an explosive entry. The hijackers have been neutralized. Watch as our special forces hand over the hostages to the Army Deployment Force, who will escort them to safety.
But imagine that is really real life. Imagine that is really real life. Imagine, it's something you think about it, like directly come out in the bus. Will you be scared? Like, will you like your head there? Yeah. No, imagine our guns like a knife or like sword on you. Oh. Oh, this guy. What between that guy and Destiny 2? You know police cannot anyhow arrest people, right? Imagine anyhow arrest people, arrest innocent people.
Everyone, let's give our SAF and home team a huge cheer for the fantastic display. And now, Singapore, are you ready to celebrate NDP 2022? Are you ready to party the night away? Then, here we go!
This is life. Be the citizen of Singapore, chapter.
Every great story must have a beginning, and this
Like
is
chapter
1. This is the life, the rise of Singapore, the metamorphosis from mudflats to metropolis.
Chapter
the story of
1975. Yo, we are changing so much, man. Look at Singapore River. Oh, this is the MRT. The old bus. Look at Malayan and EO5. The old playground. I know.
And spinning the tunes tonight, DJ Tink, a successful homegrown DJ who's balanced career with caregiving. She's a proud mother of one.
The creative heart and genius behind what you'll be seeing, hearing and feeling in our show. None other than veteran actor Adrian Pang. Buckle up at home. Right now we are on a roller coaster ride back to the carefree days up to 2019.
Imagine they got four now here. Come here, now. DJ Marshmallow.
The celebration here at the float spreads across the island. No one left out in this celebration of society.
See ladies dancing, bro. See ladies dancing. People dancing.
And back on stage, the talented cheerleading team from West reaching high into the night sky.
Oh my god, your body died. Yeah. Well, what does this even represent?
Because you know I'm all
this song.
no trouble. I'm all about that. No trouble. I'm all about that. No trouble. I'm all about that.
The beat now even reaching the aisles of your local supermarket.
What?
This is no ordinary shopping run, John. That's what every store needs, though. A disco ball.
What? Wow. Oh. Imagine when you see people dancing and you start dancing. That's alright. No, cross. Damn. My guys on dance, my guy. Damn. Wow. Yeah, yeah.
What's happening on the massive screen behind the stage, it is all part of the beat for tonight's performance. This chapter's musical medley spans the past 6 decades, charting the soundtrack of our lives through the generations.
You know, it's quite overwhelming looking at that wonderful view of the stage, the coming together of lights, music, and dancing, which is now spreading to the vortex of the Heartlands.
Oi! Vì đéo ngon không ăn à. Oh Lord, nó TikTok chưa? Are we landing here? Are we in a pop show, man? Shall we? Qua đây nè.
Will you look at that? Fireworks lighting up the night sky here at the jewel of the city that is Marina Bay floating platform. The first sound of the night. And I tell you what, it's a promise of plenty more to come.
Morning.
What a start to the show. What a ride. Performers holding nothing back on the stage, John. And we remember 2019 well. It seemed like the music could go on and on until it didn't. It all stopped because of this. The deafening silence of 2020.
Oh. Hey there, hey there. Oh, look at it, look at it. Oh! I'm going to try to hold that noodle. Got noodle shit, bro. Holy shit, you see Singapore at the flight here. The worst, man. I was when a COVID-19 patient as good a year.
What happened, young man?
Go on.
Bato because Bertrand is it? For what's sure, but we have to send you for X-ray to check your lungs. We're gonna take care of you, huh?
Tarek, you remember everything from class? Anything not sure, just ask me, okay?
Yeah, okay, nurse.
You know I'm not a nurse, right?
Then, last time you working?
I was a dancer.
Dancer?
Yep.
Maybe you can dance again soon, huh?
I don't think so, Tarek.
It's fun. How to say? You never know.
Not soon, anyway.
It's fun.
Me, Fran. How do you know?
Well, when it happens, I'll be sure to invite you.
Hi. Are you Mr. Che's daughter?
Yes. Oh, this is my brother.
Hello.
Is our dad in pain?
His breathing is labored, but the increased oxygen will stabilize him. Mr. Che, your son and daughter are here.
Yeah, that 2020 was like a very stressful year, right? Like you can't do nothing, you cannot go out. You cannot do the thing that you
Maybe a
want
bit
to do.
late tonight. The kids okay? Okay. Bye.
Nice in the dark, unsung hero, unseen angel. Yo, what? I thought, are we in an NDP show or are we in...
A single healthcare worker. She came to symbolize the struggle of the nation and all the people we needed the most. Our frontline heroes who stepped up when we needed hope the most.
So you're telling me, right? Okay, that's not what you're telling me. Yeah, you're showing me that.
Like nobody was there.
Oh, God.
Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
You know, these guys are my ex. And my ex, I remember I did some little show on
you'll be okay. Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, cause you'll reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found.
Damn.
Place where we don't have to feel unknown. And every time that you call out, you're a little less alone.
I'm really dumb. Yeah.
Say the word from across the silence. Your voice is heard.
The call to action heard by our shining beacons,
What
bringing
does
hope
this-
to homes.
what does this remind you
There
of, bro?
seemed to be none. Our frontline heroes brought
Does
light
this
to
remind you of
Singapore.
Circuit Breaker?
The call was
Remember
answered.
the time before Circuit Breaker started, right? The day before Circuit Breaker started, right? We were all preparing, like, remember? Then, like, then after the Circuit Breaker started, so boring, sia. Legit, right? Legit, the boring. Okay, like, you get to play a game, but it's 2 months, 2 months, it's a holiday. Then June you got to go back to school, remember? Oh, no, like, June is supposed to be holiday, June you go back to school. And then then that time July you're supposed to go for any right? Cancelled. Supposed to go for a holiday trip, cancelled. Your holiday, you're supposed to go for like. A lot of days 2020 you cannot do it. Going where? But imagine you going back to the go back and after that.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming, cause you reach up and you
Bro, I don't have it. I feel like Circuit Breaker, right? Like, I become lazy, that's the time I become lazy, like legit, like you got nothing to do. The thing you do is maybe play game, maybe tell your family. But you want to go off, right? You want to go off. Like, cannot, right? It's so boring as fuck. It's really boring. Wait, the time first one, what you do?
A tribute to our unsung heroes and unseen angels,
yeah,
out of sight but never out of mind, as they steered Singapore through the storm of the pandemic.
And so kind of like you go eat at market, like you can buy Taobao, remember? One. Then after that, what our second month, the first month. I don't remember second month after, like after I eat like the circuit breaker, then I go about 1 week. Remember that second month, then we celebrate one again together.
Thanks. Stylo. Going to work. Have a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, can you find the folder? And you fill in your password and your login right there. It's under Li Jie Ying Yong. I uploaded it last week already.
Still cannot.
Still can't? Did you change your password?
I didn't change anything.
What did you do to Mommy's computer? Where's my folder? Can you please ask back and Rachel is chasing me.
妹妹，来婆婆这边。来。
哇，那这个 breaker
星期孙假期日。
It's like you're grounded.
Maybe.
I was like, the time I remember first day I was like money to go to school. Yes,
你那答案照看了。
李莲说应该还 OK 吧。我现在比较担心的是心仪。
Sorry, give me a moment. Have you checked your password? Is it this one?
Yeah, sure. 那经过安尼做，这一摆会 OK。
哦，对。
After breakfast, we see how you feel, then we do some simple exercises, okay?
Do you know, I used to be a swim coach. 5 km, 10 km, no problem.
It's okay. We'll try again tomorrow, okay? Slow and steady. You'll get there.
How's your father-in-law? Andrew says he's stable.
How are you feeling? Gotta take care of yourself too.
My first two, no morning sickness. This one, all day nausea.
Are you too nauseous to hold a stabilizer?
How come so fancy? Must use stabilizer.
To keep their attention.
Okay. Cameraman ready and action.
Okay, so today it's time for you to finish up your paintings. Now pay attention to the details in terms of colors and brush strokes. Look at the textures, especially when you're working on the bark, right?
妹妹替哥哥，替，对，来给我，来妹妹替。
Look at the boy. 哇，你都不愿意你
好累了，
好累啊，我睡觉了。
你才玩5分钟就累了。
Sometimes circuit breaker can get bored. Oh, then go back school.
Up to the left. And stretch.
Hey, this is what you always do. Like, this is weird.
2022 is the year of celebrating families. Now a tribute to all kinds of families through good times and bad.
Oh,
not one but as one, standing together as we dream. We are a family. A million faces through the years. Every story, a voice, we are stronger. We are here. Looking back, it's hard to believe how far we've journeyed. When it was
Nari,
just
bring
a
us
big
back
of
to
a
the
dream, it's now our story. But through all the joys and the pain, this one thing hasn't changed. Come rain or shine, our family will remain. No matter how far apart we are, we're still together. Like the moon and the stars in the sky.
Oh, touching the sky, no sound, no sound.
Never change because we are a symphony. Can you hear us sing?
A tree symbol.
Standing together as we dream. We are a family.
Oh, this one's kind of boring, that song.
A million faces through the years. Every story, a voice, we are stronger, we are here.
It was late last year that I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. After my surgery, there were many sleepless nights wondering whether the cancer had spread. It was these nightmarish moments that my family gave me the courage to face up to my cancer.
On top of my age, I have to take care of my bedridden mum and my husband who has dementia. Thankfully, my sister who lives in Australia kept her promise. She packed up and moved back here to support the family. She allowed me to spend more time with my grandchildren whom I missed so much during the pandemic.
Pulling the plug for the wedding was really hard to do.
I would find myself feeling sorry for ourselves, but we don't regret anything.
We ended up having a humble ceremony in our living room with our families by our side, which was special in itself. Now that we are about to start a family of our own,
Our thoughts are on each other and the little baby boy we're about to welcome into the world.
Growing up, my dad was seldom around when I needed him. That left a hole that I desperately tried to fill throughout my adult life. I spent too much time at work that I began to neglect my own family. After this difficult realization, I enrolled myself in the Dads for Life movement. Today, we put a spotlight on families. They bring us love, show us care and concern, give us their commitment, and respect us for who we are. Families remind us that we're not alone.
Oh, what comes first? Friends or family?
Everyone, sit on your heart drums! No matter how far apart we are, we're still together. Wave them in the air!
No matter what, your family is here with you. Friend will never be here.
Where the heart that beats is one. Show your love for your family! Can you hear us sing? Not one but as one, standing together as we dream. We are a family. And generations through the years, sharing aspirations, sharing all our dreams. We are a family.
Oh, I haven't seen so many events.
Sharing aspirations, sharing all our dreams.
What a way to celebrate families who are definitely the heart of our communities. And now we celebrate the soul of our people through our arts and culture. First up, performing the hit single from the 1988 musical Beauty World. Give it up for original cast member Jacinta. Ladies and gentlemen at the float, raise your heart drums and clap along as we cha-cha-cha.
What? What the hell is this? Bro, legit, bro. Go away, Judy, what cha-cha-cha? Judy, what cha-cha-cha? Yo, legit, bro. What? I'm
Serenading us with a classic Taranjiwa is our national treasure, Rahima Rahim.
Melanda hatiku, tersusun nada irama
Rahima Rahim. Wallah. Oh, Malay dah. Malay. Melayu.
Bagaikan kembang sentiasa bermadu.
Wait, let me get. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. Like that. Oh. Oh, wait. Go.
All right, Singapore, keep those heart drums beating as we present our next song, Singai Nada. We have with us the singer and songwriter himself, Shabir. Let's start beating our heart drums to the beat. Let's go, Singapore.
Very Indian.
Singapore, you feel me? Come on, clap along now.
All these different races. But it's not boring, man.
You know her, you love her. She is Ske Thai icon and legend, Liu Ling Ling. Make some noise.
大家好，今天是国庆日，大家一起唱，一起跳，一起嗨！一人一半，感情袂散。
老魏，你干嘛嘛，老一个？你让人家我了。
时光点滴，最爱珍惜，一心去追，爱那么可贵。
你什么嘛？ 位的。几浪几花。
A tribute to the arts, a continuation of this chapter's passionate theme of family, community, and togetherness.
Kosong, 2 telur, ah? Okay. Hey.
Hey, how come so much? Wrong order, is it?
Second bag for Sharifah, and the small one is for you.
No need,
Then give me back.
No. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Whoa! Hey, present dari Alvin.
I'll message him later. Thank you so much.
You like
more? How many pellets left? How many more pellets? Two more. Okay. Today I got sequel. Hey, who's going to try?
Don't cut yourself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, faster, but don't cut yourself. Jangan terpotong tangan.
Uncle Ice panggil.
Uncle Ice. Le Hobo.
Got dry ration?
Dry rations. Got all this fresh food. Ho liao le, le anjua ma. Go tomorrow. No.
Tapi no one cook for me.
We can cook for you. My children can cook for you.
Auntie Bibi wants these boxes. You keep for her.
Oh.
当然，刚刚了搞完了看人，心里要生的，我们要不要来？每个人都很想你。
哎呀，我过心会无聊了。
爸，最后呀，爸。
哎呀。有没有不舒服？
没有哎。
我 OK。
You know, VP 说我们不需要那么早去 report 的。
You mean after I start getting heavier, right?
哦。
再2个星期我们就 stop. Okay.
Hey, you can just copyright the thumbnail, you know.
我会 take care 的。
You can't copyright the thumbnail.
Promise.
Singapore needs to take quick action to dampen the increasing likelihood of an exponential rise in COVID-19 cases, the Ministry of Health said on Monday. Health risk warnings will be sent out to people linked to current clusters, requiring them to be tested and to self-isolate.
I know you all are a bit nervous, but don't worry, okay? Trust your training, all right? I need you guys to look after each other, and if any one of you is accidentally exposed, don't panic, okay? Just follow the protocol. If you do all that, plus all the safety measures, you'll be fine.
Oh, Ami. Fight from survivors to warriors.
And so the fight began for survival against an unseen, tireless enemy. It was a fight we could not afford to lose.
My people, we've been here before, generation after generation. Just as pressure makes diamonds, our struggles make us who we are.
What?
This.
It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up after the fall. And when the time comes for us to fight, you're gonna hear the city roll.
The strains of our battle cry, amplified by the high-octane riffs of the electric guitar played by Elaine Koo. Warriors, one and all, regardless of background, united in purpose. Marching in step ahead of the charge to meet the unseen foe. This is an army of lions forged in the hottest of fires.
No matter the stormy weather, we carry on. Times like these, we're one voice, a few million strong. So I say to you, stand up every time you feel like giving up. Stand up in the darkness, ready to greet the dawn. Stand up as the sun rises in the early morn.
The fight on stage, it's not just about our fight against the virus that blew a hole through our lives in the past 2.5 years. It's the fight against any adversity, any challenge that we face as a people now and in the future. Arm in arm, we jump, eyes wide, together.
I'm in love. I think we're not bad. I think we're the wall anyway. Oh, man, no, the guy, the rapper.
Lion City, make some noise! I go by the name of Shake a Shame. Use your heart drums. Tonight, we beat as one. The stronger the fight, the harder you fall. We hit you can take it. We standing up tall. We've been through it all. My people, we ready again. 9 times, get up on 10. This is our city, we in it to win. Here we go now.
This is a rapper. Oh, you know that guy? I think I saw his TikTok.
Stand up, destiny yours. Keeping it moving, we stay in the course. End of the light, straight for the source. Years of the grind, and we done pay the cost.
Whoa, he's that big.
Harder to breathe, gotta believe in what we can achieve. Heart on my sleeves, read in between. Look at the vision, now what do you see? Stand up, gotta be strong. Never giving up in times of defeat. HDB streets, where I belong. Lion City, heart is what I'ma keep. Stand up, no time to sleep. Taking a dive and we going in deep. Gotta have faith, favor the brave. This ain't a jump, but we taking a leap.
I mean, he's there. John.
Stand up, harder to breathe. Gotta believe in what we can achieve. Heart on my sleeves, read in between. Look at the vision, now what do you see? Tell me what you see. Stand up, destiny yours. Keeping it moving, we stay in the course. Ain't got nothing to lose. Stand up for our city, my true love. Singapore. 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 Lion City, Singapore.
Damn.
What a resounding cry it was.
It was time for our warriors' voices to be heard, and what a resounding cry it was.
Oh, vaccine. The vaccine came in.
Just job with aircon? I'm terrified.
I have rehearsal tonight.
Okay. Looks like you're stuck with me, Peanut. Okay, one last set, uncle.
After this, we arm wrestle.
Oh, malu. Bos oh melau. Okay.
Apa ni? Tak sama.
Oi! Ma, apa ni? Tak form ah. Kau lah. Apa kau tak ada kau bully aku? Ha? Eh, where is Mo?
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Whoa, bro, look at the kid, bro. Ay, kilala mo. What are these for? These stories are inspired by the medical workers from
And here they are, the real people, the real lives of the brave ones. The chapter was...
Our healthcare workers bore the brunt of it all, the blood, sweat, tears, the sacrifice over and over again. They were there.
Our teachers as well, a big thank you to them for helping the kids get through.
Our social workers and the selfless acts of volunteers, without whom our most vulnerable wouldn't have pulled through.
And the soul of the nation, John, the arts community, one of the hardest hit, but there is nothing like a live performance. Watching artists give it their all.
Whoa! Yo, bro. We got young DJ, bro. Hey, bro. Hey.
Hello, Singapore. Are you having a good time? I know you are. Now hit those hard drums and sing along with me. Everybody, loud and clear.
Oh, bro, you said this song. If life, I'll fight. Run away. We'll find our way. Sometimes you thought living day by day. Every day that I there, people I again. Oh, the streets are broken. Yeah, the words are broken. Go fast more. You for the star that shines will let mine so clear. Anyway, doing all I can. Look here again. Breath I take, I believe. How far the night, in the light to the morning after. With a while. Stronger together.
Look behind you as we have surprise
prizes coming down your way.
Oh, faithful. When they find us, may I teach them finest.
And from the back of the stage, here they come, 57 red and white inflatables. Singapore's 57 years of independence, 57 years of challenge and opportunity. The peaks and valleys, the ups and downs, literally carried on the shoulders and the backs of us all.
Let's big game on it. Hey, let's play Timadaku again on it. Hey, bro, you there? Oh. Hey, let's play Timadaku on it.
Hey, Singapore. We've gone through some crazy times, but moving into the future, as long as we help one another, we will always rise up stronger together.
Beneath from the flame, you rise up like a phoenix from the flame. You rise up like a phoenix from the flame. You rise up. You I can see the fire.
A symbol of reinvention, renewal, and rebirth as we face the future together.
And from the flames, we will stop forever. You are right. Stronger together. Oh. Whoa. Let's go together.
Singapore, it's been 2 years since we dipped into the national level. So wherever you are watching us from, enjoy this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, here at the float, I invite you now to rise as we celebrate life in the present and look confidently to the future.
Singapore, we can stand together here. Yeah, let's do it. But how to see her? You try to see, you don't see her, you die. I like to zoom in. I cannot zoom in. Not zoom in. Get out. For Singaporeans. I'm feeling low. You go around me and I know it's a place that will sit in me. Never be good to go. Don't be. I can see the fire so clearly. Come on. Okay. Run through my Singapore. This is home. It'll be very blurry though. I don't think he gave it to me though. Truly, this is where I wanna be. Yeah, I'm giving it a good idea. How to see very blurry here. I know it's all. Bro, it's really blurry, bro. I know it's all. Oh fuck, man. Count on. Every grain of sand. Here is anthem is the voices of our friends. Come whatever on the road. We did it before and we do it again. Oh, and we do it again.
Sports theme,
hold on.
Driving the performance on stage, building up to this, honoring our elite athletes, Team SG, many of them involved in back-to-back competitions, representing the country. Recently returning from the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
We have to give a little more. Stand up for Singapore. Stand up for Singapore. Into our home and nation. Destination. We've never done before. Stand up for Singapore. Stand up for Singapore. Now stand up for Singapore. Stand up for Singapore. You are doing right. You think you done it. You think that song you're really so proud of being a Singaporean. Legit, you think so, bro? Imagine people say right, legit.
Performers on stage parting now to make way for the colours of Singapore.
Oh, flag.
The red and white of our national flag, held by 100 or more hands. The crescent moon and 5 stars spreads across the entire stage.
And you would be familiar with it by now. The red symbolizing universal brotherhood and equality. The white signifies pervading and everlasting purity and virtue. The crescent moon representing a young nation on the ascendant. And the 5 stars stand for the nation's ideals of democracy, peace, progress, justice, and equality.
I think you can sing them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we recite our pledge and sing our anthem together.
Bro, we, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality, so as to achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for our nation. Hey, got people crying eh? Yeah. Hey, bro, got people crying, eh, bro. Hey, bro, got people crying. What the freak, eh?
Our President, Madam Halima Yacob, will now take her leave. Please put your hands together and wish her a very good night.
Well, it's time for the President to make her exit from these incredible scenes of joy and celebration that you at home have shared with us here tonight at the Float at Marina Bay. The raw emotion on display on the faces of the crowd here, as you would have seen earlier. You know, ever since replacing the National Stadium as an NDP venue, the Float has become iconic in its own right. It's got a special place in our hearts, and especially for all those here tonight, this is the final time the NDP celebrations will be performed here. A swan song, if you like, for NDP, but there is a new, exciting journey ahead for this space.
Back in 2017, John, the Prime Minister announced that the float at Marina Bay would be redeveloped into NS Square, a permanent space that will feature an NS-themed gallery, community sports facilities, a new public waterfront promenade. There's lots in store, exciting times ahead. Akan datang.
And as is customary, the President offering her congratulations and thanks to those on stage. Months of hard work and toil from all present, and being honored for their effort. Hearty congratulations as well for our Team Singapore athletes.
The President showing her appreciation for the contribution that these young people have made tonight. She's a big supporter of youth empowerment in Singapore, John. She's advocated growing more opportunities for them, to develop a culture for youth to give back to society. We witnessed so much of that giving during the pandemic. Young people of Singapore coming up with all these novel and caring ways to do their part in the fight against one of our biggest challenges. The President recognizing that contribution.
And the people on stage also doing their part in rousing the nation, not just on this National Day, but as we prepare for the continuing fight to come. We are stronger together.
A final wave to the crowd before she makes her exit. Our President.
Rise up. Rise up.
Singapore, you have been absolutely beautiful tonight. Performers, everyone, let's send the crowd home happy. When we say stronger together, you say Madula. Let's do it 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stronger together.
Madula.
Stronger together. Stronger together.
Wow! What an incredible experience audience here today with 25,000 people together here today.
That's right. No, we've had our fair share of challenges and we might have more coming ahead.
But we embrace the future with hope, gratitude, strength, and courage because we are indeed stronger together. But you know what? For now, you guys, get your energy ready because for one final time at the float, we want to say Happy Birthday, Singapore!
The atmosphere here is electric. It's an emotional audience, John, captivated by the story of us, the story of Singapore. A spectacular show filled with heart, soul, and promise.
We've come to the end of this year's NDP, and what we've seen tonight has been a reminder of the greatest test the nation has seen in modern times, and the Singapore spirit it took to pull us through, despite the pandemic still testing us today.
May this be the dawning of a new era indeed. May this be the dawning of a new era indeed. Solidarity, compassion, respect, community, each of us doing what we can, not only to survive, but to revive our little red dot.
And our little red dot as well. A country for everyone, regardless of background, regardless of ability. What a night, Dawn. What a celebration. What hope and promise as we move forward together. For now, from me, I'm John Leong.
And I'm Dawn Tan. Thank you for sharing this special night with us. For now, it's good night and goodbye.
Bye, let's play. What? Hey, TST! Imagine có bóng không? Hey, go guys, go middle school. Hey, let's go and play some product.
Hey, Bartley Secondary School, let's go.
Oh, wait.